matter as much. I think it matters the least on how good your music actually is and how interesting of a person you are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyways, to get back on the track, you brought up Young Gravy, and I'm really curious about how you guys first met. Dude, Whip a Tesla. Not only is that song one of my favorite songs, but that music video is one of the smoothest, sexiest fucking videos, dude. Like the way that thing is shot, and it's fucking beautiful, flawless.
It's weird because I get to the music video shoot, right?
Yep.
And homie Gravy, I'm like, yo, so where's the director? He's like, what do you mean, what director? And I'm like, man, what do you mean, what director? And he's like, well, I got the videographer. I was like, holy fuck.
Just a camera steady.
So him and I were like directing the whole music video.
No.
And it came out really clean.
No, it's phenomenal. Maybe that's why it came out so good, because it was like, well, you know, it was just you guys just fucking having fun. That's insane.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, we had like a tentative plan. We got the house and we got this and we got that.
Teslas.
It was like, it was tentative.
Those are my Teslas.
But I mean, that song did really well. It was really,
even without TikTok, huh?
Yeah, that song did not go on TikTok at all.
Yeah.
Which is great. You know, it's like same with Help Yourself. Like Help Yourself did not go on TikTok.
Yeah.
And like that song it does like 100K a day flat.
Amazing.
So, and you know, I marketed it to the best of my ability, but I think that song did very, very fabulous by itself.
Yeah. Shout out Diamond Pistols.
Yeah, shout out Diamond Pistols. Great kid. I really like him.
Yeah. You know Neek, right?
Yeah.
I sold him my synth. He bought my Juno. Really? Yeah.
Oh, nice. He produced a bit on Help Yourself.
Yeah, I hit both of them up because I was like, this song is fucking phenomenal, and I'm a big fan of it, and so we started rapping. But yeah, Diamond Pistols, cool guy. But yeah, so okay, I wanted to talk about, you know, would you say, because again, when I hear songs like I Remember, Help Herself, or wait, hold on, I forgot the name of it. I wrote it down. Give me a second. Hold on.
I don't know if I have another stuff.
Yeah, no, you got Gone. Songs like that, they're very, very heartfelt songs and kind of more on the serious side. How are you able to balance it so well with like meme rap and like serious music? My bad. Comedic rap, or
dude, call me a meme rapper.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm incredibly self-aware. You know, I don't know. A good song is a good song.
Yeah, that's true. Like
that's it. If because I know how to make good music, and I know what good music in my eyes sounds like, in my ears. So it's like, if I can make good music that sounds good to me, then like the people who like my music just like my music because I like it, type of thing. And like that's it. I you know, I'm not the type of guy to go in my room and be like, oh, Baby No Money, I love Baby No, and like, you know, I don't listen to my shit like that. I listen to it like to find imperfections and like improve on them. And then once the song's out, I will never listen to that shit again because I hear it enough at a fucking show, and you know, I just don't want to like go out of my way to listen to it.
Wow.
Is there any songs that if you were hearing them now, you're like, oh, I wish I changed that, or like I wish I fixed that?
I bet like every song probably.
Yeah, most of them. So, I would say like the only song that's like legit perfect, actually, Edamame is perfect. That song is like perfect. And dude, La 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 probably. Those songs are like perfect.
The flow between you and Brian on that song, like your guys' fucking pen game on that song is no joke. Like you guys aren't just like fucking around. Like that is some real ass like word manipulation.
Oh, we're fucking around, bro.
Well, but I'm just saying, like your guys' flow is so serious, and you guys are so in pocket on that fucking song. Like it's crazy. Chain swinging and like it's a boom. It's crazy. It's great.
Yeah,
shit. I love it.
That song, I didn't expect it to do as well as it did. To be honest, I knew it was like catchy. I knew it was like, this is a new sounding song. But it's fresh. It's original, authentic.
Exactly.
And but I did not expect it to go up as hard as it did, to be honest.
And going back to how TikTok works, like when you came to me and you were like, "Yo, like let's do a remix for it," and I did it, and I did the whole funk approach. I did not think it was gonna do well, not because of the song, but because it's really hard to make a song blow up from scratch. And the fact that video did so well and people loved it, and then,
their song was doing well too.
Yeah, so and then he duetted.
Well, that
like
kicksparked it. That kicked it off.
My remix
I duetted it on the toilet. Yeah.
Yeah, you duetted on the toilet. 1 million fucking likes or something. Of you being on the toilet, some crazy shit. And then I remember the filter of like you guys running from dinosaurs that like became a trend in like a different country or something, like Indonesia or something, right?
So
or something
we did that. So in China, this is how I blew. Honestly, I'm gonna take like low-key full credit on blowing this song up, because my team doesn't think so, but I'm gonna take full credit. So Douyin, which is Chinese TikTok.
Okay.
I was sitting in the car with the homies, and the song was out, and I just raised my eyebrows and then put like a stupid, like really dumb filter on my face when I dropped. And then the first time I posted that shit did like millions of views. Jesus. And I was like, what?
You just got a good face for TikTok, man.
I was like, what? And then I did it again, millions of views. And then my Chinese distribution company hit me up, was like, yo, like you're sending it, like it's going. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then I was kind of nervous. I was like, damn, like, I don't know if this shit's like weird. Like, should I do this video on normal TikTok? I did one, blew up. Wow. And I was like, it's go time, dude. It's go time. And then I just started going ape shit, started hitting up tons of creators, and I was like, yo, like, do this. Yeah. I swear to God, it'll go. Every single song, every single person making a video, the audio went. But the audio is so perfect. Yep. Genuinely. It's like, bon, 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 bon. And then it's like, balls. And it's like, it just worked. And, you know,
it's crazy.
I was very fortunate to see that the first audio went way harder than the first audio that we put in. So like the beginning of the song.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
man, it was great. I really felt like having another big record kind of made me like more bona fide, and it made me feel real good, because I work my ass off at this job, and it's like, you know, sometimes you put out, most times you put out songs and they fucking dump. And it was like, it was good because it went on radio too, and I had a lot of other commercialized success through it. And it was like
3 commercials with that song every day.
Stop.
Oh, constantly. It's always on. It's like phone bank apps or something.
Yes.
It's the instrumental too, I hear, though, as well. So shout out to Diamond Pistols.
Imagine I've been hearing it, I've been liking it, I
know, right? Yeah. And I do what I thought was great for both you and Brian. It's like, you know, like if I'll just say it. Curtis Waters had a huge song called "Stunnin'," and he had his friend feature on it.
I knew Curtis
before "Stunnin',"
like 2014.
What?
I knew Harm Franklin 2014.
What?
I knew those guys. Yeah.
Holy
when they
shit.
had a hit. When they had a hit, they were hitting me up the whole time. Like, what are we supposed to do? And I was like guiding them the whole time.
Oh wow.
Dude, that's fucking sick. Well, shout out Kurt. He was supposed to be on the pod like last week, but he's moving to LA. But
he's a good kid. They're both good kids.
Yeah, we became pretty close, and we have a fucking banger in the arsenal. I don't know if it'll ever get heard, but I'll send it to you because it's fire. But but
it's like very Oliver Tree.
Yeah. But I feel a little bad for Harm Franklin though, because the part that blew up the song, his part didn't really get heard, I guess, on the app or something, right? So take Edamame, where literally like you and Brian's verse are almost right next to each other, and like they're both being heard. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it kind of helped both you guys out for the most part, you know? I also do think like if you're collaborating with an artist, make it sound like a collab. For sure. Don't make it sound like they just got the song and like, okay, let me rap over this part. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep.
Yeah.
Like for my
or,
song,
or put them first, There's really no in between, in my opinion, because it's just like, well, one, if you put them first, they'll be, oh, I fucked with you, like, you know, I'll promote this more than I would have if you didn't. And then two, if you do it like how Gravy and I typically rap back and forth, it's like we're on the song together rather than just a feature. But sometimes like
it works that way.
Artistically, it doesn't work as well. And like if you write a hook and you write a verse that like everything sounds good together, like there's no reason to play on that, you know. So.
Perfect example. I mean, since I'm a producer, every feature I have is considered, you know, or every person I have on my song is considered a feature, so it matters on who goes first. But on my song "Shut Up" with Lil Toe and Freddie, I knew Freddie, out of all three of us, was going to bring the biggest amount of just traffic or listens, or people are diehard Freddie fans. So I knew setting Lil Toe opening the song, and he brings in that
people are going to wait to the song.
Yeah, exactly. And then Freddie comes in and the song's amazing, right? So I totally feel you on that level. That's crazy. But damn, okay, this whole thing started because I brought up Gravy. But going back to Gravy, how did you guys meet, and like, what was like the first song you guys made where you're like, oh, this shit is clicking, and like we just clicked together and we're gonna fucking make this duo, like this unofficial duo group kind of thing? Because it just works for you guys.
Yeah, I was like 84 followers on SoundCloud. He had like 76. And I heard his song Mr. Clean.
Yep.
And I was like, this is the worst song I've ever heard in my life. And I was like, your shit is so dumb, bro. Hit me up. Like, we got to make music. And we ended up making a song called Dinner Party, which was like kind of a miss. And then we made this song called The Stain with Griffin. I think he produced it. And that song went off, and we did the back and forth shit. And I remember we posted it. He posted on his YouTube. It got like 8,000 plays in a day on SoundCloud and shit. And I was like, yo, this song pumping. And
what year is this?
Then this is like 2017.
Okay, wow. Damn.
And from there on, we just like started dropping. And like we did Baby Gravy first one in end of 2017. Mm-hmm. And then, it was just like hit after hit, and like people loved it. People loved the Baby Gravy stuff. And then Baby Gravy 1 really took off, especially for me. Cause guy had 6,000, 7,000 followers. And then after Baby Gravy 1 dropped, he had like 100, 200, and I had like 25, 30. So I was like, damn, like I might have a career in this shit. And then, you know, I dropped all of 2018. And then 2019, I got Recess, and that's where my career really started taking off.
And on Recess, you said Nursery was your first TikTok song that popped off?
Yeah, that was my first TikTok song.
That's crazy, because like I remember when someone used the anime is important part of our culture. They used that. Oh my God. That's when we first heard that song. Was when shout out to Aviva. She was like the one who like started that trend. Huh?
What is it?
Oh, she's the
yeah. She was. Well, all right, she's a legend.
She was wearing like the nurse outfit, right?
Yeah, she was the nurse outfit. Yeah. And
that song.
Yeah, fucking phenomenal. And so that's when we first came across that song. So I considered that your second TikTok. I was like, oh shit, another Baby No Money at first, la la la, and now boom. But damn, I didn't know that had its fucking.
So nice, Michael blew it up first.
Dude, shout out. He's our guy, dude. Michael is our fucking guy. Shout out Michael and Catherine.
He's the nicest fucking guy in the world.
I mean, his name is literally, He can't. You brought him out to a show one time, huh?
Yeah, dude. I mean, like, if I know anyone in the city, I typically don't know anyone in any city. But if I know someone in the city, like, why not just invite them?
Yeah, and like, which is so funny because we have another mutual, which is Kevin, Kev Perry.
Oh yeah, Kev Dog.
He could not be here tonight, unfortunately. But he sends his love, and he wants you to know that he got the shirt.
He got it.
But yeah, shout out to Michael. And I remember they tried blowing up that other song. Shit, dude. You and Gravy. Something about X. What
Oh,
is
Shine
it?
on My X.
Shine on My X. Such a fucking love that. Great track. And I remember that time.
That's that song. Well, man, I put the most baity shit in that. I literally say verbatim, I hope this shit doesn't blow up on TikTok.
Yeah, and you even use it. Was it in the intro or no? Just in the middle part, kind of like yo, how did that shit go again? Right? Was it kind of like following that same theme a bit?
I mean, well, the reason is like, I remember right when everything was blowing up on TikTok, everyone would be like, yo, man, I hope this shit doesn't blow up on TikTok. It's gonna ruin the song. And then I was like, what if I just play into that? Like, who cares?
Literally.
You know,
yeah.
And it did really well. Don't get me wrong. The song's at like 75 million or something, right like that.
I heard it all the time on my TikTok. I heard it all the time.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah, it did pretty well. It didn't like explode like we expected it to, but it definitely did pretty well.
Is Edamame exploding level to you? Like, again, I feel like or is La 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 exploding? Like, well, obviously La 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 is, but
La 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 is like unprecedented fuckery, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I would say if I have like one or two more edamames, I'm
retired.
I can retire happy.
Yeah,
like, and I feel like the lighting is tough, but
as an artist, when you upload a song, like, what is your cap of a day? Like, what is your streaming levels for the day? Like, okay, if it hits this, because I feel like when you upload something, you're like, okay, 100,000 views, I want it in a week, or like
or there was 100,000 streams in a day for me was like that's the goal
on a song when you release it.
For Spotify and shit. Like what's a good amount of, like, let's just talk about Spotify, like what's a good Spotify stream number in one day, 24 hours, with or without playlists, I guess. I don't know.
Is it like first week or like when?
No, like day, first 24 hours. Like, do you check your Spotify for artists and like see the live stream count?
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't do that shit? When I dropped my album, I think the Yoga Rebecca Black song did like 500K the first day.
Wow.
But dude, in the grand scheme of shit, that's like nothing. But
I get you. Yeah.
You know, like, it did really well. I'm hoping I go out and hit 300 on mathematics.
Amazing.
Because it's not like the lead of an album, right? So you don't get like playlisted as hard.
Yeah.
But I would be happy with 300, and then I'm gonna try my best to like stabilize it at 100K a day.
Amazing.
That's kind of the goal.
Love it.
But there's some things you can't force. I mean, like, if people don't like it, it sucks, because I've already spent a bunch for the beat, a bunch for the music video, and a bunch for like other marketing aspects.
Yeah.
So like, I might not make a penny on the song.
Damn.
But that's just the way it is, dude. Like,
and you paid us to be on the podcast, so I mean, the budget is crazy for this song.
Exactly.
Fun fact before I say the fun fact, the yoga music video, fucking brilliant, by the way, just great. Do you work with the same like media team whenever you're shooting music videos, or?
Most of the time. Unfortunately, every single video and every single song that Sherez has ever shot blows up, or doesn't shoot, blows up. Mm-hmm. So he's kind of left in the fucking dust, and I feel bad for him. But like Edamame, I was like, bro, like, I gotta shoot this music video now. Brian only has this much time. He's like, I can't come down, bro. I just had a kid. I'm like,
oh shit.
Okay, well, that's not happening. And then La La La, he was like, I hate La La La. That shit sucks. And every single time he's like, he doesn't like a song, I pay more attention to it. I'm like, maybe this is it.
Yeah.
But
how did that come about? You guys linking up?
I just DM'd her. I made yoga. And then I was like, sup? And she replied like immediately. And I was like,
best.
I was like, what? And then I was in the studio with Brian and Christian, Diamond Pistols, and we just sent a video back. Sheesh, all three of us going, sheesh. And then I was like, yeah, you want to get on a song? And then that was it. She was like, yeah, sure. So
love it.
Yeah, it was a really easy, it was really relaxing
hence
song
yoga name.
and experience, to be honest. I I have nothing but respect for her, and she's super nice and super cool, and I think she's doing a great job.
Shout out to Rebecca. That the Friday 10-year anniversary remake of the Hyper is fucking incredible. Like I think that is so dope that she can shine in this era and get onto the whole, you know, like hyperpop is the shit right now, and like it was like perfect timing. Yeah, she killed that shit.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think I don't know, hyperpop, very interesting, very quarantine.
Yeah, like for sure.
Super, but I mean, Dylan Brady's an absolute fucking genius.
Legend. Speaking of producers, we've mentioned Diamond Pistols, we've mentioned Elyntra. Haven't talked much about Y2K yet, but when it comes to picking your producers, picking beat selection, all this type of stuff, and in your pattern, it's kind of been like this triangle between those three producers, and for the most part, what is it for their production style that, like, do you guys just have like this click every time you guys work? Do they still make beats for you and you're like, no, that's trash? Or like how do you go about, you know, your relationship with your producers from a producer?
The art of going in a room with someone and like working with them is way more enjoyable. Ari kind of showed me that. Y2K, he showed me that like going in the room and like actually collaborating on it makes so much more of a difference. I'm fortunate enough to have learned like a significant amount of production that I can like actually put input in, and like,
for sure,
it's reasonable input. It's not like, I remember Gravy one time was like, bro, I can't rap on this shit. The snare's too loud. I was like, dude, just put a fucking EQ on it and pull it down. He's like, how?
He's like, what?
I'm like, man, come on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know why. It's just like
it's kind of a broad question, like, but
yeah, it's maybe because they can tailor well to my music, or I just feel comfortable around them, and like that's just like their personality coming out in it. And like Christian and I really get along. Garrett and I, Elyntra and I, we obviously get along super, super well. I would say like Ari and I are like very different people, but when we work on music, like we just sit down and we like work,
focus,
and like, it's like we like focus, and like we dick around, we rip jokes, and it's like less of like a personality like coordination, more of like, let's just fucking get some shit done.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's fun, and I really like working with RA. It's always a really good time, and he's super talented.
And I'm stoked for him, man, getting fucking Dojo placements and all these incredible placements, man. I mean, yeah, Get Into It is like one of the best songs of the year,
dude. So fire,
like, dude, I will put that on, and I'm just like, I'm going crazy.
Dojo's incredibly talented. I will be honest.
I can't wait for your guys' song whenever that will be. That's gonna be a phenomenal song.
I don't know. I don't think that'll happen anytime soon. But
I kind of get this vibe though. If you DM'd her, she'd kind of respond just like Rebecca Black did or something.
He's like, I already have.
He's like, it's this whole like all these DMs already.
No. I mean, we would make a good song. Full stop. Yeah. I just don't. I mean, there's just no reason for her to work with me. Unless she was like, oh, I fuck with Baby No Money so hard, I'm trying to work with them.
Yeah.
And that's just like bottom line.
Yeah.
But she's a really nice person. I met her a bunch of times. And she's super cool.
Hell yeah.
Super funny.
But before we get off the topic of producers, how do you feel when, like, I don't know how it works, like publicist or manager, whatever, like when you get sent beat packs from producers you've never met or worked with, how do you feel about random beat packs?
Totally fine. I usually go through them, and sometimes I like them, sometimes I hate them.
Yeah.
Most times I hate them, but it's like, it's not really a sheer indicator of how good the producer is, right? Because they could just be like a loop producer, just like sending out placements, and like, you know, that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But I really like working with like musicians, and like that. You know, it's super inspiring. Like Dwilly, he's like overqualified. Dwilly is straight up overqualified. He's so fucking talented. It's like disgusting what he can do in the keys.
Damn.
And like but it's inspiring. Like he played the intro of my album, and it's just like him ripping on the keys. Like, it's so fucking nice.
Yeah.
And you know, as far as beat packs go, dude, like I used to be more internet and more beat packy, but now it's just like, why not just meet and hang out with the person? You know, like, who cares? Like, life's short. There's no reason to like sit at home type thing.
See, dude, like I'm such an advocate for Zoom sessions, like, and I live an hour away from LA, so I can basically go to any session I want to, and yet I'm still a huge advocate for.
I feel like it's a certain session, you're like, okay, we gotta go.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you were in town and you're like, yo, dude, like, let's be in a heartbeat, you know. Have you ever been in a situation where you're with a producer or whatever, and they're like, oh, I'm subconsciously, they know your style, they know the production that you like, and then they're going to cater toward your sound? Because I've heard sometimes artists don't like that. They're kind of like, you know,
give me something new.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you feel about that? Because I'm still learning that as I work with more artists.
I don't really care, because it kind of shows through my music where it's like something I might like something random. And if I like it, that's the bottom line. That's the most important thing, is if I like it, and if it's in a key that I like, and I like, you know,
vocal range and shit.
And for my vocal range and shit, like, then let's go. Usually when I'm like not inspired, like, there is like a format for me where it's like 102 BPM to 110.
That was the whole beat pack, like, SM was that BPM range.
Stop.
Yeah, it's so funny.
It's like, I'm remembering now that I don't like the beat pack.
I honestly don't remember. I've definitely gotten a lot of beat packs, but
I bet.
I maybe listen to it. I don't remember. Usually it's like
there for conversation.
The thing is there is a lot of a lot of the beats are really good, but it's like I'm just like less inspired to just rap on a beat than I am now to like go meet a person and like hang out with them, talk shit, and say some shit.
That's sick. Love that.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my very important question that I've been like, just how do you pump out so much fucking music? Like, it is absurd how many albums you pump out. Like, and it just seems like it's almost effortless at your level of, you know, like I said, whether you're in the rotation of Elyntra or Y2K or whatever, like the amount of songs you pump, like, do you think that you put out a significant amount of music versus other artists?
I don't think I put out a lot at all.
Really? That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you gotta realize that, like, sorry for saying you gotta realize, because I'm sure you understand.
Oh, but, no, you're good. We're talking to the audience.
Nowadays, dude, no one gives a fuck. 2 weeks, 18 days after, I've realized 18 days after you put the song out, song will go down unless it's gonna go up.
It's crazy.
And like, if you don't put out another song, you're culturally irrelevant if it doesn't blow. You know, it's like, just put out another song. Who fucking cares? You have 18 days. You have 18 days to make a song. That's like 1 bar a day. Like, who cares? Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
damn.
It's not that difficult.
Yeah, no, exactly. So that's why I think it's sick that, I mean, the fact that you don't even think you're pumping out that much, I mean, it only makes you probably want to put out more. So just keep fucking doing it, man. Because
yeah, I mean, I get really anxious. I like marketing my music, and I like, because every song you put out will hit an audience, and that audience may show the other audience, and that's how you grow. Like, wholly, that's the most important part of growing, is making good music. And like, dude, end of the day, like, I don't really like work on songs very long. Like, I'm not a fast writer, but I don't work on songs long, and I don't retouch them.
Really?
There's no point. Because if you're trying to make a song better, it's just, why not make a brand new song?
Damn, that's crazy. Because I mean, I've worked on demos with artists, like, they're like, hey, like, I made this demo like a year ago. You want to, like, let's keep working. So yeah, I've been in situations, or like I've done like 3 Zoom sessions with the same song.
Yeah.
You know,
I was doing that for a while, but I was super uninspired. This was during an uninspired time, and I was like taking old stems and trying to make them into better songs. I was like, dude, what the fuck am I doing? Like, just make new music. Like, because, yeah, I mean, like, this is what Christian said to me. He's like, 9 times out of 10, like you're gonna work on a song that you're gonna try to make better, and it's just not gonna be better. And you can just probably make a better song if you just start fresh.
And you get sick of it quick.
Or you get off tangent. You're like, wait, this is not what we
intended for or whatever. Yeah, like I've been in that situation where like I start going into like this rabbit hole of these different sounds, and I'm like, wait, now we're kind of backtracking or something, you know? So yeah, it's a trip. Like I've heard stories about like someone like Prince would go like years working on some, or I mean that's a lot of huge artists or something, you know. That to me is like fascinating. Or like we're big Daft Punk fans, and I mean they went 7 years without dropping an album, or you know, it's crazy.
I mean, they probably just didn't work on music for 6.5 years, and they were
you think so? Wow.
Let's make an album. No one works on music this long. Like no one works on music long. Like they'll get what's that word? Not incompetent, not indifferent, kind of like indifferent.
Okay.
They'll get, what's the word? It's
I don't know. Complacent.
Complacent. There you go.
Oh, it's swag. Let's go.
They'll get complacent on their music. Like I made most of my album in the beginning of the year, January. In like 3 weeks, I made all of it pretty much, and I don't even like it anymore. Like I want to make new music. Like I just don't give a fuck. Like it doesn't make a difference. You know, it's like I mean, maybe perhaps it's just like the type of music that I make, but it's like, you know, whenever you make a good song, it takes like 15 to 20 minutes, and everyone knows that.
Wow.
You know, like everyone gets that, right? So, and it just like, you know, when you're making a song that will connect, is like you get that euphoric feeling. Like, you know, musicians know, but you know, what do I have to say that matters?
Damn. Apparently a lot. I mean, you got a huge fan base. Yeah, I feel that.
Well, I got a big fan base, but it's like I don't need to say anything important.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't need to be like a political figure. I don't need to have like
I get you.
In outlets, right? So it's like I just need to have fun and like make sure my fans have fun.
Which is also, I think, an important thing. Like you're in a good slot with that, because I feel like once you enter that realm, you have a huge responsibility, and as soon as it's kind of like
they're waiting for you to say something about something.
Yeah, exactly. Like I grew up Christian, but like my religious views have changed as far as just focusing on a religion rather than like a relationship with a higher power. For us is God, right? But with that said, I feel like when you really wear Christian on your sleeve and you're like, I'm a Christian, I'm a diehard Christian, the moment you slip just like a tiny bit, people will point fingers and be like, whoa, I thought you were a Christian, blah, 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 right? So I feel like when you approach music that way and you go, hey, I got something important to say, and as soon as you make like a fun song, which everyone wants to make, they're like, what's this? I thought you were like serious, blah, 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 you know?
Or when you're making funny music and you're like, go to serious point.
Well, and it's working out for, you know, yeah, but I feel that.
No, I don't know. I mean, I never expected to get this far. So,
wow.
Yeah. It's kind of like whatever at this point.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going day by day.
Yeah. I mean,
day by day. I don't know what the next day holds.
I think there's that classic Joe Budden and Lil Yachty interview where Joe Budden's like screaming at Lil Yachty. He's like, do you not realize where you are in your position of career, what you should be doing? And Lil Yachty's like, bro, I'm just having fun. Like, have you seen that clip? It's like classic. And
yeah, I think I remember it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like the reason why so many people do have the capability of like blowing up and making career out of this, when they kind of have like I don't want to say a nonchalant approach, because like you said, you're a fucking workaholic, and within 20 minutes you're like, let's make a new song. So you obviously care about it, but I think because you kind of went in, you know, with kind of like, hey, if it works out, cool, and if it doesn't, all right, whatever. And it did work out for you in your favor, you know.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people expect you to have these opinions because you made it, and I feel like a lot of people want to be in your same position because they're the ones thinking that, oh, I have to stay up like 2 a.m. to the next to sunrise to make these music and stick with one song and fix that song to make that song better. I feel like a lot of people expect you to have opinions because you made it, and it's hard to tell people, hey, I'm in this position because I kind of fell in this position, or I'm just kind of working day by day. It's kind of like relax. And a lot of people think that you have to work because we're.
Yeah, I love that.
I always had this thing that like everyone in Vancouver, they would be like, yo, like, what did you do differently? Type thing, like, or people who ask me like, what did you do differently? And I was like, dude, I just put my music out. Whether or not I liked it, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Because like, one, if you never put your music out, no one's going to be able to hear it.
Yep.
And no one's going to hear it if you don't have a following. Yeah. And you're not going to have a following if you don't put your music out. So it's like, dude, just grow the fuck up. Who cares? Not everything's perfect.
Jonathan had this one guy that he was producing like a while back. This is before his whole like following went up and stuff. Yeah. And this guy was paying him almost $500 a beat, and he did not release one song, and he kept going with Jonathan for like year by year. Like, here's his money, just make my songs, produce me a song. And John's like, where's the song that I'm producing? Like, where is any of this?
He never put it out. He had like 2 followers, and he was like, it needs to be perfect. And like, this was years ago, and still never put it out. It's crazy. And he's probably spent thousands and thousands of dollars into like, you know, I don't know. It's such a trip. I always, or, you know, I think people, they hear the term like, hey, you got to invest into what you're doing. And he just ran with that. And then, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, he fumbled the bag.
Yeah.
He also was like in his, like,
Yeah. I like how you brought that. I forgot about that guy. Yeah. Damn. No, that's a trip. Baby No Money. How did that name come about? Someone asked me that on Instagram too.
Same thing with his music.
I mean, long story short, it was just kind of like, it didn't fit in my name is Baby Freestyle, and it didn't fit in.
That's ill.
Yeah, it just like didn't fit in the back of a t-shirt. So then,
oh my god,
my DJ. Current DJ right now, he said, it's just like, what about bbno $?
That's fucking
And I was like, yo, that's fire.
Yeah.
And I looked at it, and I was like, yo, Baby No Money. And I'm like, that's catchy.
Yeah.
And then ever since it was that, and then my roommate of the time, Zach, had a girlfriend, and she's the tag that says, oh, Baby No Money.
Baby No Money, yeah.
And then that was it. That was kind of it, the history.
If you didn't have that tag or didn't talk about it, like, I hate to admit, like, I was in the majority of thinking you were bbnos or something, you know. But
I mean, a lot of people still think I'm bbnos, so
yeah.
You're not being bad.
Oh, like, people read his name like BB knows, like, or they don't realize. Yeah, they don't realize it's Baby No Money. But I mean,
my dyslexic helps.
Yeah, literally.
I'm like, Baby No Money.
So that's a huge thing that like we can relate on. Like, to this day, people still call me Illusion, even though there's like clearly no I.
When you do your song on Apple, like if you say it on Siri, it goes LLusion.
Yeah, they think it's LLusion, and like, so that's what I wanted to ask you, because like I came up with my name when I was a freshman in high school. I was 14. I wasn't even making music. I was like, hey, I woke up one day and I was like, if I ever made music, if I ever made beats, I'd go by Lusion. I don't know why. It just came to my head one day, and I know it's somewhat of a made up word because I'm taking illusion, just getting rid of the I, right? Has it been difficult for people to like find your music or look it up? I mean, clearly not. I mean, your numbers are showing otherwise, but I mean, you know, to your knowledge, I mean, has that been an obstacle?
Yeah, there's definitely a little bit of an obstacle because it's like Baby No this and stuff like, and I don't share SEO across everything, which IMO probably does hurt me a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal.
Gotcha. Would you ever change your name? Some Kev Boy Perry asked you that. Would you ever change your name? No. Amazing.
My goal is I'm gonna make my music for a while, and then I want to sell my likeness to a major and change my name to Father Cash. You grew up, you were born. and then I'm not gonna write an ounce of my music. I'm not gonna do anything. It's gonna be straight, like, manipulated, and my whole branding is gonna be like completely fake. Like, it's not gonna be like me acting. It's just gonna be like, hey guys, like, I don't do anything. Here's the good music. Like labels doing absolutely everything.
Wow.
Labels like coming up with everything. Like the whole brand is just like the industry, and I think that will do well. And that's just like something I've always wanted to do, but I don't want to do it yet because I like making my own music.
Yeah, you got.
I would love to.
You got
make
8
like,
years.
Like cringy pop music type shit. Like
yeah,
like really. Yeah,
I mean
like
this
on
in
the nose.
Yeah, no, I mean this in the nicest way possible. But like your vocal range shows that you are capable of doing that if you really wanted to. Like if you wanted to just say "fuck it," I'm making Target music. I feel like you could really fucking nail that shit.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I was relatively blessed with vocal cords, but also kind of cursed with my. They get like really tired really fast. So.
Damn.
As you guys can see, I already get like raspy and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, you had 4 cups of tea already, so you're chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe your next song could be about having a Christmas tree in April.
Yeah.
Dude, we just took our Christmas decorations down like last week.
We're moving, so
we're moving, so we're in the same boat.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to have them taken down. Right?
Fuck it, yeah.
It comes every year. Might as well just have it up.
Yeah.
I got two questions left. If you don't have to speak on it if you don't, but I also heard through the grapevine that you were an Eagle Scout for a long time. Is that true?
Well, in Canada it's called Chief Scout, but yeah.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
Yeah, I was a Boy Scout for about 14 years.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It's interesting because in Canada it's way more like spiritual than it is.
Ooh, wow.
More like conscription. It's more like I do things on my own. I know how to camp. I know how to do this rather than like go to the army in America. So
I asked because my dad would always make. No, my dad would always make jokes because I mean.
Are you? And then maybe he would know how to.
Dude,
put the TV up or
like everything that I mean, you can't really see much, but like if you saw our house, like everything that's built is from her. Like I cannot do shit that's not music. Like the only reason
he like when we bought like an Xbox 360, he's like, I don't know how to put these cords in the TV. I go, what do you mean? You don't know how to put these cords in the TV? It's red to yellow to yellow.
I love how that has nothing to do with like wilderness and like outside.
Wow.
No, but like I mean,
have him help you build a drawer. I hope you know you're probably gonna kill him, never be your friend again.
The IKEA is my worst nightmare, but I mean, I think that's why I have a career in music because I literally can't do anything else other than that, and I'm not even that great at it. But
Shut up.
the reason I bring it up too is because like every time I would fuck up, like as a kid, my dad would always be like, "Dude, I should have put you in Boy Scouts." Like that was like the running joke for years, and now that we have a son coming soon. You know, I think about that. I'm like, damn, maybe I should put that dude in Boy Scouts. Like, are you like very grateful for it that you were in that for so long, or what?
I mean, I think it gives you people skills. I think it's just in Canada. I don't speak for American Boy Scouts, because the time I ever saw American Boy Scouts like in action was like really conscription based, and I don't necessarily approve of that. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I just like it wasn't the ethos of what Canadian Boy Scouts is. It was more like youth group in Canada rather than like straight to the army. So in my opinion, yes, I think it was great. It was great, like social meeting every week. I just don't know. I can't speak for American Boy Scouts.
Yeah, for sure.
I think American Boy Scouts.
But if you were in Canada, absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know about how Canada is, but there's some misnomers and some sketchy shit in Boy Scouts and stuff like that.
I mean, it's Boy Scouts globally, I think.
Okay, yeah, exactly. Damn, nice. Shout out the Scouts. You're a big gamer. If you out of order, if you had to go for you had to top 5 video games of like all time from last year, World of Warcraft, all 5.
World of Warcraft.
Wow, that's crazy. What about League? You in the League?
I like League. You know, it didn't really give me the. Dude, I've played like 3 years of my life in game time of WoW. If that doesn't give you the reason why I like WoW, then I don't know how else to explain it.
That's incredible. My only relation towards WoW is that great South Park episode where
Make Love, Not World of Warcraft, banger.
It's one of the greatest South Park episodes ever. And but I never had interest with WoW or that type of gameplay, or like I remember when like Skyrim came out. And I'm not saying that's anything close to WoW, but it kind of similar vibes.
It's very similar. It's similar.
Right?
It's similar.
Same with like Elden Ring right now and shit. But yeah, I've always wanted to get into it. But
the thing about WoW that still to this day I would say triumphs over all video games is the sense of community. And like, dude, I made friends that like to this day are like my best friends on WoW.
Wow.
Like,
wow.
Like
literally.
my DJ, like I pretty much met on WoW.
You met your DJ off WoW.
Like I'm saying, like World of Warcraft it's more than
it's a community.
It's more than a video game.
Yeah.
It's like a legit life.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
It's unfortunate that the state where it's at right now, because shame on fucking Activision Blizzard and the men being there way too fucking horny. They can't just make a fucking video game. And they can't just improve the game and listen to their incredibly vocal community.
Wow.
But, that's what happens when massive companies want to make money. I still, to this day, like, I have never been so immersed and so lost in a game that, dude, I would wake up and I would be like in that game. You know what I mean? Like, it would be like the nostalgia is crazy. Like, I hear music and it's like, it's beautiful. It's like
that South Park episode.
I was literally I brought he goes, dude, make love, not warfare. Yeah, no, that's a good. How old were you or like what year? What year did that game even come out?
It came out 2004. I started playing 2006.
Oh wow.
Jesus, man, you were really about it. Dude, what cup of tea is that?
Oh, yeah.
God damn, it's like number 8.
Yeah. Oh, song comes out in 2 minutes.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh dude, I didn't even realize that. Amazing. This is a big moment.
I'm gonna go to the.
Should we wrap this? Should we wrap this up or?
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I don't know if you need to do any urgent posts or anything.
No. I post at 1 p.m. tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Dude, are you doing this little tour right now? I love it.
Yeah, this is my studio.
Dude, amazing. You live alone?
Yeah, I was living with Elyntra, and then we started hating each other a little bit during COVID.
I'm sorry, dude.
I just see the minion.
Wait, what?
The fucking minion just popped out of nowhere, and we lost our shit. The minion.
Oh, yeah, the minion, bro.
He's like, what minion? There is no minion. Wait, what kind of pop doll is that? Okay, yeah, you got it? Do the math. Amazing. Great song. I'll be dropping
New Music Friday, bro. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
No,
live. That's amazing. Gang.
No, it's not out yet. It's let's see. I want to see who gets number 1. I think it's going to be Jack Harlow's song, honestly.
What place do you think you'll get on NMW? That's sick.
I mean, the highest I've ever gone was like 3rd.
Oh, shit.
I was like...
would you say your diet's healthy? You got a healthy diet?
Very. I take pride in I pride myself in eating incredibly clean.
Oh wow. Shit, dude, respect. What did you have for breakfast this morning? He's like, I don't eat breakfast.
I had like quinoa, like cereal, and then I had a quinoa salad for lunch and a green smoothie, and then.
Oh, dude, you're really about this life. Amazing.
Oh, well, I have like really bad stomach issues, so.
Wait, last question. What about the facial hair? Like, you are the only one with that look, and like you're killing it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like started it, and I was like, damn, I kind of look like a Latin dude. And I was like, I'll just run with it. Okay.
Yeah, amazing. But man, dude, it was an absolute fucking pleasure to have you on, especially as like our 3rd guest, dude. I literally, like I said, I thought you were gonna be like guest number 50, which you will be on the 50th episode anniversary.
We'll do 50. We'll do the 50th episode.
Yeah, for sure. And like, dude, anytime you're in town, hit us up. We'll be here if you need anything.
So good, guys. It was really nice talking.
All right. Well, that's been this episode of Six LLusion. Thank you to bbno Moolah for his company, and we'll see everybody around. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you, man. Peace and love.
Thank you so much.
Talk later.